Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching, and then we're going to talk again about another garage door video, and this one is regarding your extension springs on your garage door. You need to really check them often. When I say often, maybe every few months, just to make sure they're in good working order. And if you notice the one here behind me, we've got a serious problem here where it's compromised and it could snap. And if it snaps and you don't have a safety cable in the middle, which is what you see right in there, the thing could go through a wall, it could hit someone, anything could happen. It's a very dangerous situation. The other thing is that once a spring like this is compromised, it's likely not pulling at the same tension as the spring on the other side of the door. So as a result, when you replace these things, which is what we're going to do in this video, you want to make sure you replace them together, so that way you have equal tension on both sides, so the garage door goes up evenly and it's not wanting to do something like this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take you through how to replace one of these. I'm going to show you first what we're going to do to make that happen, and then you're going to watch me do it. First thing we're going to do is open the garage door so we can release the tension on the springs. Okay, so now you can see how the spring is compacted. It's going to make it easier and safer to work on. And I'm going to, for the tutorial, I'm going to show you the spring on this side of the door, not the other one, just because this one's going to be a little bit more difficult because I got the cabinets here in the way, and to get the camera up there, just going to replace this spring here on camera. The next thing we want to do is unplug the garage door opener to make sure nobody accidentally hits it while you're working on it. So now that we have this thing collapsed, it's loose. So we're going to disconnect it from here first. Then we're going to take apart this pulley so that way we can get the spring off. And then we're going to, after that, remove the safety cable from the middle and then reverse the process and install the new one. Now my spring have this clip here, or I'm not sure what it's actually called, but it's a great way to be able to get these things on and off. We want to keep this on the side here and understand that the safety cable is separate from these. It does not go through here. You can also see here how the pulley had a little spot for the safety cable to go through that keeps the cable off of the pulley, so that way it doesn't get entangled. The other thing you want to do is check these pulleys, make sure that the bearings are all okay in there, ball bearings, that it rolls smoothly. If there's too much play, you can just change these out while you have them off. So now we've got both springs off, and I just want to show you side by side with the new ones. If I didn't mention it earlier, I don't recall, you really need to size them for the door. And in this box, for example, it shows you all these different door weight options, and based on how much your door weighs, you're going to buy this spring that matches. Now, I wasn't sure how much my door weighs. Door is very old. No label or sticker or anything that gave me an idea. I just took a guess and I went kind of middle of the road. Since it's an insulated door, there's a little bit of extra weight there for that. So in any case, if you can figure out your door weight, you buy the exact spring that you want. You can just see the damage here. We're going to install the new ones now. We got the cable off, we have the safety cable off, and now we're going to install. You want to make sure that
these things are not twisted like this when you do it. You want to make sure that they're separated before you put them on the pulley.
Okay, and then the other thing is after you get the pulley on the spring here, you want to make sure that your cable is going over the pulley, as you can see here, because right now it's off. You notice here it's off the pulley. It'll have to get put back on the pulley on the other side. So after you attach the cable, or you can do it beforehand, you got to double check it to make sure the cable's going over the pulley. And then at the end, after we're done attaching the pulley to here, we're going to then put this on the clip up there, and then finally run the safety cable through. I'm doing that last because I don't want the safety cable getting entangled with the pulley cables. I want the safety cable to be below them, so that way they don't rub against each other and fray. I'm going to run this through the spring first. Cable is over. And I'm going to attach. Looks like we might be able to get this hand tightened. Get this through here. All right. Now we're going to run the cable through. And you can use the cable that you had if it's in good condition, or if not, use the cable that was provided to you. Now we're gonna run this back through. This was the spot where the safety cable came through. Okay, so now we have actually ran the cable through that eyelet before, after, off camera. They are not interfering with each other. The safety cable is below. The pulley cables were fully installed. Now I want to make sure that I'm over the pulleys. Cable is up over the pulley. Same thing on the other side. We're going to plug in and give it a shot. Okay, we can see an even tension on the spring, and it's another successful home DIY job, something that everyone should pay attention to. So what do you think? That wasn't that difficult, was it? It was pretty dirty. I already washed my hands and it's still not off. And like I said, it's not hard. It was just, I'd say, some of the positions you have to get yourself into, especially on the other side of the garage that you didn't watch me do, where I had the cabinets. I had to really reach my arms under there to do the install. But it's not difficult work. You want to just watch how the cables run before you take everything apart, and maybe draw a diagram for yourself and put it back together the same way. The other thing is I know earlier I mentioned checking the pulley. So we only checked this one pulley here, and it was fine, but you really want to check all of your pulleys. And if anything is wobbling, looks like the bearings are going, just replace them. They're really cheap at your home improvement store. Just get new ones, throw them in there, and then you don't have to worry about the garage door not opening and closing properly, or having an issue with one of the pulleys. So if you have any questions on this, just send me an email. If you have any questions about this, just leave a comment down below. I will respond. And if you have any other questions about any other DIY projects that you want to see me do, also leave that in the comments. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.